we're going to move away to two top teams in another division. The Vegas Golden Knights won 5 of their last 6 and hold a 4-point lead in the Pacific over the Oilers and are minus 170 favorites to win the Pacific Division. While the Golden Knights have historically been known to make blockbuster deals at the deadline, they might not have the assets or cap space to do it this season. Unlike the Oilers or the Kings, plus 165 for the Oilers, plus 1,000 for the Kings to win the Pacific. It's likely that these odds will shift once the deadline passes. But who would you bet on to win the division at these current odds?
I think, George, I have to look towards the Oilers just because I think it's like kind of a buy low situation here. I mean, it just hasn't been pretty. Obviously, they lose 6-2 to the Anaheim Ducks. They lose to the Panthers. They lose to the Lightning. They
Connor
lose
McDavid is a minus
7-3.
9 since returning from the Four Nations. And he's got 6 points in 6 games, I think, but he does not look like himself.
No, he doesn't. But at the end of the day, I feel like this would be the time to look at it now, right? I mean, do you want to take a future on a team when they've won 7 in a row? I see a lot of people do that in all sports, and it really makes me scratch my head. Like in every single sport, it's like people wait until this team is on the biggest run they're going to go on all season long. And they're like, all right, I'm sold. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
It's time to bet a future on this team. Well, you're getting the absolute worst price you possibly can when you do that. And I think that when this team has won, I think it's 1 and 4 last 5 out of the break.
Yeah,
I'm buying on them. And I think the point that you made and the point in the question for the topic of this segment is going to be about assets, going to be about the trade deadline, and going to be about what they've done. I'm not really sure about the health and status of Trent Frederick, but man, I really do like that fit for them, a player like that. And I do think they'll be a little more aggressive. And as much as Stuart Skinner was good in the playoffs last year, I'll give him all the credit. He is not the reason they didn't win the Stanley Cup. They got to get another goalie as well to have another 1-2 punch option. This Oilers team, I think, will make some noise.
Huh?
They're going to make some noise. I think they're going to make some noise. And just the way the question was set up, very well said and good topic by looking at Vegas, because Vegas was always that blockbuster team. I don't think Vegas is that blockbuster team this year, so we'll see what happens.